All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and refresh. All right, 1 second. Here we go. Good. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Sorry for running a few minutes late. I leave and stuff disappears, and then nobody knows what happened to it. And so it's incredibly frustrating. However, we're not going to worry about that today. Things always seem to turn up. We're going to go ahead and get started and make a treat that I saw. If anybody has the sweet tooth, we're going to try and make a sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free version of this peach cobbler egg roll. Have I ever made it before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. So we're going to try together. Let's take attendance. Well, first let me introduce myself. Sorry, y'all, frazzled, just running around with these kids. Hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher for anyone new here, or even if you're not new here. Welcome to my struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I'm just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey. Hello, Hannah's Heart. Thank you for being here. If you all on Instagram want to see the screen share, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. So, yes, I've been on a health and wellness journey. What I eat is sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So we'll take attendance, see who we have here. If you want to be counted present, feel free to shout yourself out. If you just want to watch from the clouds and you know who you are most welcome. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube. So we've got Miss Strong in the house saying, hi, Maggie in class. Thank you so much for being here. Please check out her YouTube channel. She also does cooking. She has fitness stuff. I did a consult with her so I can get this cookbook out, but I am going to get it done this month. We've got Genesis in the house. Hello, Genesis. Thank you so much for being here. Always active in the comments. Wonderful and welcome. Let's see, who did I say before we refresh? We got Richard coming through with his private eyes watching you. He sees our every move. He sees us. Okay, anyway, y'all know about the outburst. Hello, Richard. Always great to have you here. We have Veggie in the house, one of my day one scholars. Thank you so much for being here. Veggie as always. And then Mona, the moderator. Mona has two YouTube channels, one for herself and one for the kiddos. She's got some really good conversations going about the importance of family and other things. So please check her out and support. All right, y'all, I'm going to try and do a much better job of paying attention to the comments, because sometimes I just get in my own world. We got Marie in the house bringing her flowers and her peaches. Thank you so much, Marie, our trucker, checking up the deuces. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Strong is asking about the cookbook. I have 2 recipes down. I at least want to have, I don't know, for the first cookbook, at least 10 to 12, right? You all gave me so much good content, but I'm just greedy and I'm always cooking and streaming. But you know what? During Mastermind tonight, I'll do 2 more, because my goal is to have it finished before I go across the pond. So thank you. Every time I see your name, it reminds me, got to get in there because I got to get it done in time to print. All right, everyone. Genesis says we're starting early. Look, I wish I could give you all a consistent schedule, but life is life. So I would just say I do stream for you every day, usually cooking. About 90% of the time I'm cooking. If I'm not cooking, I'm taking you all on another dining documentary. But we do have Mastermind tonight. There's a lot going on, those of you all in the lead attorney community. So I wanted to go ahead and get this done. And I saw this in Facebook and I was like, we got to try it. We got to try it. So usually I'm dinner time on the weeknights, and then I used to be breakfast on the weekends, but turn on your notifications. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. So find me wherever I am. Thank you so much, Marie. I just put some clips in it because when I'm looking down and my hair gets in my face, it gets in my glasses, in the way of my glasses, and I don't like that. Could you please, thank you for that, bringing my dishes back down. Thank you. Could you please get the candy wrappers off the floor and clean on the table where you ate cereal? All right, so let's see how our side by side. All I will say is this. I don't even think I need to say it. Y'all already know. Okay. So I was scrolling through Facebook. I was looking at Cooking with Aisha, and y'all, I'm just so honored and so grateful. She's come up with the recipe for Wednesday, and I think it's going to be like a steak and potato kind of thing. So you all know that I will put my sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free spin on it. So please follow Miss Aisha, Cooking with Aisha on Facebook. You don't have to have a Facebook account. But you can watch our free cooking class. She's going to do the full flavor version, and I will do the low carb, diabetic friendly version. So that will be Wednesday evening. So please, please stay tuned for that. So much good stuff. Let me make sure I look at the chat. Y'all know I get lost in the sauce. Genesis says, say hi to TLA for us. He doesn't do YouTube anymore. I'll tell him you said that. He's going to come back with a vengeance. But, you know, when he breaks, right? Rodney says, already on the 10 count. Here's the thing. You know to put food away in the trash. Why do I have to tell you? Why do I step out and come back and find trash on the floor? Food trash on the floor. Are you homeless? So when I have to say something about it, it's not going to be pleasant because you know better. And I'm done. The parrot is talking. If y'all missed yesterday, you know, we have a pet parrot that I feed consistently. So, all right, let's see. Kids. All right, let me come to my happy place. If I haven't told you all, this is the highlight of my day, believe me. Okay, so let's make sure I keep my hair out of the way. Okay, so on this recipe, and this is from a woman named, well, her channel or her page is Jersey Girl Cooks. So I'm sure she's from the New Jersey area. And I was just scrolling through like I always do. I got all of my devices on default foods that I can try to Maggify. And I saw something. I was like, we gotta try this. All right, so let me pull up Facebook. I didn't print out the recipe, but I always like to show you all what we're doing. And I did put the link in the description so you'll be able to see it, okay? So let me go to my saved. I use all of my Facebook, Instagram, everything. I have saved folders for foods. So when I see a recipe, and you all can do that, you know, create your own little free folders on all of your social and, you know, add stuff to there that you might want to try. That's where I get a lot of inspiration. All right. So, all right, so I saw this. Let's see if y'all can see. Jersey Girl Cooks. So this is her website. She has a blog. She's also on Instagram. I'm not sure if she is on YouTube, but I'll look. And I always like to tag and give credit to the recipe originator. And I saw this peach cobbler egg rolls. You had me at hello. So these look like, they look like a peach hot pocket, right? Kind of like a McDonald's apple pie. But there's peach inside, and I had some frozen peaches, and I don't usually eat peach. I usually eat lower sugar fruits like apples, citrus, and berries. This is why I can't get the rest of this weight off. But I am down 80 pounds with at least 20 more to go. I'm going to keep saying it because we're going to get there. But sorry. I like to make sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free, or try to make sugar, dairy, and gluten-free versions of stuff that I see, right? So this is like fried and filled with peaches. So I do have some frozen peaches that I've thawed out. So let's go to the recipe and we'll see if we can make this together. So you can see the ingredients here. Why does it go so low? Let me just jump to the recipe so you all can see it. And I'll show you the substitutes that we're going to use and see if they come out as yummy as this. This could be a great little dessert, family assembly, snack, anything like that. All right, so let's jump to it. All right, so peach cobbler egg roll. So here are the ingredients. So we need 12 egg roll wrappers. I am not going to use egg roll wrappers because those are flour based, but if you all remember the spring rolls that we've done, I have those rice wrappers. I gave some to Mom, but I asked for some of them back because I was like, ooh, I wonder if we could do this in a spring roll wrapper. So we're going to try. 2.5 cups of diced peaches. So I have some frozen peaches I will cut up. Brown sugar. We're going to use a sugar-free substitute. Water. I have that. Cornstarch. I know I have it somewhere. I just got to find it. Yes, cornstarch, vanilla, sugar. We're going to use sugar-free sugar, cinnamon, and this says vegetable oil for frying and melted butter. So instead of deep frying, we are going to brush these with the MCT oil and we're going to air fry them. So we're going to see if we can get all the ingredients out, stuff them, fill them, grease them up, and air fry them to perfection. So I just had that taste for peach in my mouth now that I'm looking at this. So let's see. I don't know if I'll check and see if there is a video for it, but I'll just keep this up here while we get our ingredients out. Actually, I do need to see it. So let me get let's start with counter clean, wash my hands, get my uniform on, and then we're going to get our ingredients out and we're going to try to make this. All right. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I love cooking for y'all. Believe me. All right, let me make sure I'm checking the chat. And again, I'm not. Aw, look who we have here. Brandon L. Jet says TLA said he will be back very soon, and we cannot wait. Ooh, Brandon is listening from the clouds. Thank you all for liking the live stream. Are you homeless? Yes, that's what I asked them. It's like, you act like nobody raised you. Rodney says hello to everyone. Y'all, I love that. I love how y'all are greeting everyone. Hello, Chelsea. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Jürgen is here, our midnight snacker from Germany. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I need a Walmart water with a splash of something strong. So we'll get a Walmart water. And thank you all for liking the live stream. All right, so let's clean the counter. Do something therapeutic and relaxing, right? At least it is to me. I know it's weird, but we all have our thing. All right, let's clean hands. Yes, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. All right, so Lee just posted the link to the mastermind, so we've got that. All right, let me get my uniform on. Let's put our ingredients. We'll just let this air dry for a second, and we'll get a Walmart water. We have Brandon here, so we have your favorite. This is what I'm going to be drinking. This is the Clear American Zero Sugar, Calorie, and Caffeine sparkling water. It's a great substitute for soda. I'm not a big soda drinker, but I do like drinking these. Feeding the parrot. Oh yeah, get ready for the mastermind, absolutely. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's see. I don't know if she has a, all right, let me get my ingredients out. All right, so you all can see. Oh, you heard the, I know, y'all, it's just me with my iPad, but it actually picks up everything. You hear everything really clearly when I'm not struggle streaming and stutter stepping and choppy, right? All right. Maggie merch, you all know it well. Aprons are $20. Customize them for free. Um, different sizes, different colors. Have a look. All right. So let's get everything out and then we will assemble. Oh, goodness. All right. So we have uniform on. We are ready. Y'all know Atlanta, well, I'm in Atlanta, but you know, Georgia, we're known for our peaches. So this one kind of spoke to me. All right, so it says 12 egg roll. Let me move this so y'all can see without the ring light. Switch that up. All right, so 12 egg roll wrappers. So if you can have flour, have your egg roll wrappers, have some for me. But I am going to use what's left of the rice wrappers. So this is just me. When I see a recipe, you all, I just kind of think in my head, like I have a mental inventory of what I have at home, or do I have that on hand? Because of course I'll place a grocery order, but if I have certain ingredients, like I'll try to make it without having to shop for much. And all of this, I believe I have. All right, so if you all have been me when we've done the spring rolls, I think these came from Kroger or Publix, but you can see here Vietnamese spring roll wrappers, and these are made from rice paper, so they're gluten-free. So when you hear gluten, think grains. So any of your wheat products are going to have that dough that a lot of people are sensitive to. All right, so you can see here, and these are the ones that we're going to have to, we're going to have to soak in water. It's tearing. Oh, they're really delicate. All right, so you can see here, it's like a really thin, stiff material, but when we soak it in hot water, it'll turn soft and pliable. So this is what I'm gonna try and use for stuffing. So I'm just gonna count and see how many I have. Her recipe calls for 12 of them to make 6 egg rolls because she doubles them up. So she wraps them and then wraps them again. So you have that, you see kind of this like double layer, but let me count and see what I have here. I don't know if I have 12. Yeah, we've got more than 12. We'll be good. So Rodney says a wafer. You're right. It's kind of like a really big, and if you were to put this like on your tongue, or it would just kind of melt and dissolve. So we're going to keep these very dry until we're ready to wrap them up. But yeah, a wafer is a really good comparison, and you'll see what happens to them when we soak them. But we're going to get all our ingredients first. The reason why I wanted to count and make sure that I had enough for her recipe, she calls for 12, is because anytime you see a recipe, you can adjust the amount. So let's say I only had 6 egg roll wrappers, that means I would be making 3. So what you would do is you would half all of the other ingredients, or on the flip side, you could double them up if you're cooking for the family. So this way, now that I know that I have 12, I'm gonna go through and get the exact ingredients of everything else. Thank you all for liking the live stream. All right, so these, again, you can get them at your Asian grocery store or any regular grocery store that has like an Asian section, and they're made from rice paper, okay? So I know sometimes y'all like to screenshot, but this is a Vietnamese spring roll wrapper. So this is how we're going to stay gluten-free. This recipe calls for egg roll wrappers. So if you have that, use it. Maybe even a tortilla would work. All right. So we have these 2.5 cups diced peaches. All right. So I'm going to move this out of the way because I don't want any moisture to get on these until we're ready. All right, so these were frozen. This came in the giveaway bag. Like I said, I usually don't eat peaches, but these are sliced peaches. Oh God, even worse. You see right here where it says in a peach puree. I'm always careful whenever I get vegetables or fruit. Remember, excuse me, Chantel talked about that. You want your ingredients to just be peaches or just be bananas, because anytime you have them in a syrup or in a puree like this, that means there's extra sugar in there. Let's just take a look. Sorry, it's kind of messy. Yeah. So I wouldn't say this is diabetic friendly, but just showing you all. You see how it says here 19 grams of sugar and 9 grams of added sugar. You don't need to add sugar to peaches. I'm going to try and pull them up out of the puree. If I really wanted to be, I could probably like rinse them off. We'll just make them just for giggles, but whenever you're buying frozen fruits and vegetables, try to get the ingredients that just say peaches or just say bananas, okay? Yeah, because you can see here, ingredients are peaches and sugar and then other acids. We don't need that extra stuff. I'm gonna put this in the sink because it's kind of messy. We will open them up and cut them up, but let me just clean up because I just don't like how it's already kind of sticky. So I've been looking up while I'm getting that. Rodney says that's nice to know about the puree. Yeah, just when you guys are buying stuff, like for example, like fruit cocktail or anything like that. One moment. I never, I'm not the food police. I always say start where you can. But the problem is a lot of us consume a lot of sugar that you don't even know is extra sugar. And then we get the, I used to be pre-diabetic. We get that diagnosis and you're like, but I don't eat sweets. But when you just start paying attention to that, everything that I eat is supposed to be under 6 grams of sugar. So you can see this one we'll have to give away to the kids, but I do want to try to make it. Genesis says you read labels now for everything. And you all would be surprised when I tell you about beverages and condiments. That's a big culprit. Turn your beverages and condiment labels over. And I just look at sugar and just see how much it is, just so you're aware. But yeah, I'll give you a comparison, Rodney. So you saw the peaches. I just got these out of the fridge. So you can see here, this is whole blueberries. Marcus likes to make his own smoothies. But you see here, quick frozen for great flavor and 0 added sugar. Especially with fruits that are already sweet, you really don't need that extra sugar because when you thaw them out, they're going to be even sweeter anyway. So when you look at the ingredients, notice here, ingredients, blueberries. All right, so that's all that we need. This came from Walmart. We looked at this when Chantel was here. Ingredients at the top. Bananas, all right? So those are little things that you can do because bananas already are naturally sweet. Peaches even more so. I just like to give you all some tips because that is one of the reasons why Aisha is going to be working with me, is that she has a huge demand for low carb and diabetic friendly recipes. And I am not a doctor, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I've done and just looking for that extra added sugar. If I had the peach, frozen peaches, that was just peaches was the only ingredient. And then this one, peaches with sugar. I would always, always, always get the one that was just peaches. And if they're not sweet enough, add your own sugar-free sugar, but at least you're not putting something in that will spike your blood sugar. Okay, so some tips. Those of you all that were in the mastermind last week, you know why we're talking about this, and my hair is falling out. Falling apart, y'all. Okay, recipe. But yeah, just like to share with you all what I've learned. Okay, so where were we? And it gets so bright. I don't know why. It just does its own thing. All right, so we've got the peaches. So we'll measure it. We're just going to get everything out. And then it says brown sugar. So if you can have regular brown sugar, have some for me. I'm going to give you all a substitute. All right, sorry about that, y'all. One of these days, I'm gonna have somebody organize my pantry and everything will be where I left it. Today is not that day. Welcome to my home, welcome to my kitchen. It's just me. All right, so our brown sugar substitute, this is what we're going to use. This is Truvia. So this is a stevia plant-based sweetener, but the most important thing is it's a zero sugar sweetener. So this is a 0-calorie substitute for brown sugar, and you all can see it's going to give you that wet sand experience. So that's what we're going to put in these egg rolls. That way we're adding extra sugar. Because can you imagine we have the peaches and then brown sugar, and then there's more sugar down here? Jeez. All right, so we have this. All right, water. We've got plenty of water. Cornstarch. So a tablespoon of cornstarch. Cornstarch is going to be a little bit of a thickener to give us like a paste. I believe I have some. Let me just check. Check. It might be over here. I know I have it. It's just I gotta dig around for it a little bit more. Vanilla. So let's get our vanilla. Who do we have here? Mr. BX, B80, I'm just Mr. B. Good evening, Maggie, class mods in chat. You pray that everyone had a good day. You as well. Genesis says, hello, everyone. I'm trying to stay on top of the chat because y'all know I can get distracted. Marie says, Maggie looking like an AKA. I'm not Greek, I'm actually African, but yeah, I'm wearing some bright primary colors. I like bright colors. Tell me you're African without telling me you're African. But shout out to all of the Greeks. I know we got a lot in the community. We got Luke Hazley in the house saying hola or hello, maestra, which is teacher and scholars, here for a bit while taking a break. Ooh, Luke Hazley's making homemade bread with the hubs. That sounds so yummy. Absolutely. Condemia's here for dessert. Absolutely. Okay. I knew I had it, y'all. Sorry, I had to dig around in there. All right, let's get the vanilla. I promise I won't do this Wednesday with Aisha. We got to be ready. But y'all know I just turn on the kitchen when I start. So you all take the journey with me. I believe this was a gift from our dear Chelsea Sanchez. Thank you so much. I do have a teacher's wish list. List is in the description. If you want to buy any supplies for the class, we'll open them up here. Thank you all so much. I love it when you buy supplies. We'll use them in ingredients. So we have our vanilla and then sugar. On top of the brown sugar, we need white sugar. All right, so we're going to use the other Truvia Sweet Complete. Let me just seal it so I don't have a mess. Oh, Chelsea, I missed you too, sweetheart. I'm here every day, and y'all, I know life happens. So whether you listen without watching, or watch without listening, or catch me live, or catch the replay, I will be here for you every day. It's gonna bother me. Sorry, y'all. All right. So we have the Truvia Sweet Complete Brown. So this is giving us the brown sugar experience with 0 calories. And then we also have this one, the Truvia Sweet Complete Granulated. Granulated just means that's the sugar crystals, okay? So this is going to be the white sugar crystals that we're going to roll these egg rolls around in so we get that nice little dusting. All right, so looks like, acts like sugar. Stevia is a plant that is naturally sweet but doesn't spike the blood sugar. There are a lot of sugar substitutes, some of them natural if that is important to you. Some of them are laboratory made if that doesn't matter. Y'all know I always say do what works for you. Absolutely. All right, almost done. All right, so we have our sugar, cinnamon. So if you don't have cinnamon, you could probably do nutmeg, but cinnamon and peaches is kind of a nice warming spice. You could even do allspice or clove if you like it a little bit heavier. Oh my gosh, Luke Casey's making sweet French bread. Take me now, just put me down. Oh my gosh, y'all, that sounds incredible, right? So vegetable oil for frying. So we are not gonna fry these egg rolls. What we're going to do to get the fried experience, if you all have been with me when I make my nachos or when we make the sopapilla, we're going to spray them and then air fry them. So the oil plus the heat is what's going to give us that crisp. All right. So we have our refillable sprayer. This is MCT, which is a coconut-based oil for me. Not my favorite, but I'm trying to be good. That's the MCT oil over there, but you could use the oil of your choice. And then 2 tablespoons of melted butter. I thought you'd never ask. All right, so we have this open. Since I'm dairy-free, we're going to use these Earth Balance buttery sticks. Y'all know I use goat's butter. If you can have regular cow butter, have some for me, but this is a non-dairy substitute, and this one was in the giveaway, so we will melt some butter. All right, so we have all of our ingredients. All right, so the first step, I prefer a video, but this is good. All right, I can read. Reading is fundamental. Let me put it up on an angle so we can all see together. Careful. I want to make sure you all can follow along. Okay, so step number 1, dice your peaches into small uniform pieces. So we are going to get the peaches out. I'm just going to cut them and I'll put them in a bowl so we can see what they look like. And then I'll just scoop out the actual peach slices and leave that puree because we don't need all that extra sugar. Okay, so let's put our ingredients behind us for now. Get everything as we need it. All right, it's tilted or something's not right. Okay. Bring this brightness down so y'all can see. Okay, and get it out of the glare. All right, so the peaches, let's get them in a bowl. So I just have 2 metal bowls here. We're going to empty the bag into this bowl, and then we'll actually take the peaches out that we're going to use depending on how that puree looks like, and put them in here, and then we'll cut those. And how many peaches? 2.5 cups. No, 2.25. Okay. So let's do that. Let me get the scissors. So again, if you have fresh peaches, even better. I didn't have fresh peaches here in Atlanta. Those of y'all who know, well, I guess wherever you live, you know, local is best. If you can go to farmers markets, especially in the summertime here, you can get peaches by the sack full. Who do we have here? Hey, Damone, thank you for being here. All right, so a little bit messy, but this is what I have. So I'm just gonna cut this open in the fridge. This was frozen peaches, and I just had them in the fridge, all right? All right, so they don't look bad at all, but you know, again, if this is what you were going to give to the kids or whatever, just with that extra puree, we don't need that extra sugar. So I'm going to try and scoop some of them out. Let's see if I can scoop out 2 1/4 cups. Genesis says melted is one of the best words in the English language. You're here for the melt. I know, right? Rodney knows the 3 T's for me in order of importance: texture, temperature, and then taste. So if something is supposed to be melty, I want it dripping down. Y'all seen my pancakes. If something is supposed to be crunchy, I want it crunchy, like those egg roll wrappers, until we moisten them up. If something's supposed to be chewy, I want that pull. I need that experience. I don't know about y'all. Some people just eat for nourishment. Eating is an experience for me. So I hope you can relate. You like that melted? All right. So let's get these measured out. Lucy, we have to name your parrot. We're feeding the parrot over here. All right, so I'm just going to use the slotted spoon, y'all can see, just to kind of put, this is a 2-cup measure. So we'll do one of these full and then get just a little bit more, like a spoonful more for a 1/4 cup. So that's what I'm doing to get the sugar off. If you really wanted to, you could strain these and rinse them if you really wanted to cut even more sugar. But I'm going to leave the puree in here because we don't need it. Just gonna look and see how much was in the on the bag. Sometimes I don't have to measure, like, you know, a cup is 8 ounces. So if that was a 16-ounce bag, then you know it's already 2 cups. But just try to show everything here. And these peaches are looking kind of nice. I might have to have a little kitchen snack. Y'all know. Yeah, frozen fruits and vegetables can be a great way if it's just the fruit and vegetable, flash frozen. All right, this one is a little oblong. I haven't had peaches in so long. A little crunchy, but I'm fine with that. All right, so we have 2 cups of just the peaches, so we're gonna put those in here. And then I'll just do 1 more spoon because the recipe called for 2 1/4 cups. Tracy is excited. Look, Casey said, Polly wants a cracker and trash can. I know. Don't they look good? Yeah, these came in the giveaway box. Tracy is excited. Lucy says they look yummy. I know, right? So good. What would y'all do with these? Drizzle them over ice cream. You could buy like one of those store-bought pie crusts. Thaw out some frozen peaches. We'll just move this off to the side for now. But yeah, you don't need that extra sugar in the puree. Enjoy the fruit. Leave the other stuff. All right. Now let's clean as we go. All right, so it says dice these pieces, dice the peaches into small uniform pieces. And the reason why is that when we bite into these egg rolls, you don't want like one big peach piece stuck there because I already look greedy. So we're just gonna kind of put these on the cutting board and chop them up. If you have diced peaches in the can, I guess you could save that step, but we're gonna go ahead and cut these. I love cooking for y'all. It just makes me happy. All right, so we've got our cutting board. I keep it greased up. I know. I just rub some of that coconut oil in my hands because I'm always washing. Oops. All right, so remember the cutting board, this side with the, sorry y'all, this side with the grooves is for your liquid. So that'll actually be good. We're going to, we'll see if I pour the whole thing. Let me think this through. Let me get a bowl to put the cut up ones in, okay? Yes, thank you all for being here. Believe me, I appreciate you so, so much. a moment to hydrate. Okay, let's get a knife and get cutting. Thank you all for liking the live stream. Who do we have here? Chandra, it's been a while. How are you doing, my dear? You all please check out Chandra, the Fly to Fit Chick. She's also got a YouTube channel on her own health and wellness journey. She does morning workouts, y'all. She's been killing it. I appreciate you stopping through. All right, so let's see if we can get, I almost want to put the whole thing on the cutting board, but then the peaches will be sliding everywhere, right? All right, so now these are going to be kind of hard. So actually, I'm just going to do the rocking motion. So I'm just holding the knife on the handle and then hand on top. This is how I taught the boys to start cooking, and just kind of run your knife through them. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get them small enough. And when they start moving around, scoop them up. So while I'm doing this repetitive task, let me ask you all what you think. So I've been messaging our dear Cooking with Aisha. I still just can't believe it that we're going to have, in case anybody's new, she is starting a series called Wednesdays with Maggie. I'm so grateful. So she has regular cooking classes for a fee, but on Wednesdays, she's going to do free cooking classes. We've collabed twice, and it's been so much fun. She wants me to come through regularly and make healthier versions of kind of the home style cooking that she's doing. So very excited about that. So she wants to do a steak on Wednesday. I know we got lots of men here. So we're going to do a good steak. I don't know what kind of steak everybody likes. Are you a New York strip? Are you a ribeye? Let me know what everybody's favorite steak is. All right. So I don't want to puree the peaches. So we've got some good pieces here. Oh, I know I have a scraper somewhere. I don't want to do this towards my hand, but I will. I'm a ribeye, and but I can pretty much make anything. I make a really good New York strip. So I know we're on delay, so I'll wait for you all to come through. Who Casey likes an 8-ounce filet? Okay. So we could do filet mignon. Have I done filet? I'm not sure if I've done filet yet, but I could do that. I feel like I have. Y'all have been cooking since 1842, so who knows? Marie is here for the ribeye. All right, so we're going to do a steak. Sorry, y'all. We're going to do a steak on Wednesday, and then she's going to do meat and potatoes, right? Shout out to the men, shout out to the boys, shout out to anybody who likes meat and potatoes kind of food. So I'm just doing another spoonful. We're going to chop it up and put it in here. So I am going to do a low carb version of that. So instead of steak and potatoes, I gave her 3 options, but I'd love to know what you all think. We can either do steak and like a Parmesan crusted cauliflower. So those of you all that were here with me yesterday when we did the mashed cauliflower, remember how we kind of roasted them and browned them? With, for me, it would be a pecorino romano, the sheep's milk cheese. And we can toss and roast those. So if you like a white potato kind of side, that could be a low carb option. Or that's option number 1 with your steak. Or we could do a loaded broccoli. I've made like a loaded broccoli before. So think of like a loaded baked potato, but broccoli is the base. You're going to, roast and cook that. Then you put it on a pan with your melting cheese, your sour cream, your bacon. We'll use beef bacon. And have like a loaded baked potato experience, but instead of loaded potato, it's loaded broccoli. ah, what does Chandra say? Steak is one of the things you can't make for your husband. The smell makes you sick. Oh no! You'll bring him to the class. Yes, Wednesday night we're making steak. Or last option, I can do a cinnamon sugar butternut squash. So for anybody who likes a sweet potato with their steak with like butter and brown sugar, we can do a sugar-free, dairy-free roasted butternut squash. So we would get our squash and kind of chop it up into, equal cubes, or you can buy it already cubed. See, we still have some more puree in here, so we're gonna avoid that. And then we can roast it with a little bit of oil and then toss it with melted butter for Genesis. Melted butter and our sugar-free brown sugar. So cauliflower, broccoli, or butternut squash, or all three. So I'm trying to give you all like the loaded potato option, the roasted potato option, and the sweet potato option. Chandra's here for the squash. Y'all like the butternut squash? I love that too. Okay, Tracy says you like the butternut squash. You can do so much with that. For Thanksgiving, we got a recipe for the butternut squash kind of pie, like a sweet potato pie. I like sweet and savory. I know not everybody does, but I could do, Outback used to have that. Well, they probably still do. That huge sweet potato with that melting butter. Get Maggie in trouble, but that's okay. Thank you all for liking the live stream. Okay, so we've got our 2.5 cups of peaches, and I just did a rough chop. Some of them aren't even perfect, but we just want it small enough so that when we put them in these egg rolls, they don't, they're easy to chew and consume. I need to find my scraper. I think that's the only thing. Oh, Marie says you haven't tried the loaded broccoli. I'll see if I can show you a picture. It's a really good, I made it, I sent it to Miss Aisha. She sent me a voice message. I need to listen to it. But, for cooking class, I like a lot of options, and I like trying, we could do this, we could do that. We could do all three. But I know when people are learning how to cook, like I was struggling, you want to keep it simple so you can get one thing down. All right, so we're good to go with our peaches. All right, so let's rinse this stuff off and go on to the next step. But yeah, I did like a loaded broccoli, kind of like a loaded nacho. So your broccoli, then I put the seasoned beef, the cilantro, all that. I have a picture I'll try to show you. Sorry, I'll clean up as I go. I'll just put this in the sink. We'll get to that later. All right, I think our prep is done. We've got our cut up peaches here. All right. So we started with these frozen peaches that I thawed out, but they're in that syrupy sauce. So we scooped some out, left the sauce, and chopped them up. Let's see if this will pull up. So this is what I made. I don't know if y'all can see this. So this was a loaded, this is like in 2021 before I had my cooking channel, but this is like a little mini loaf pan, and at the bottom of it is broccoli. I know you can't tell, but it's broccoli. And then I put like the seasoned beef and cheese over it. Then you put that in the air fryer to kind of broil. And then you top it like you would top nachos, salsa or tomatoes. I have cilantro, some sour cream or Greek yogurt or whatever, plant-based, and then drizzled it with some hot sauce. It is a meal. That might be a bit much with a steak too, right? Okay. So let's go back to where we were. So we'll let Miss Aisha choose. Looks delicious. Ah, yeah, protein bowl. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so we have our peaches. All right, step number 2. In a small bowl, add cornstarch and water. All right, so let's get a small bowl. Well, how much? I'm going to look at the amount so I know what size bowl to get. 2 tablespoons water, 1 tablespoon cornstarch. So just a little bitty paste. That's all we need to. Yeah, broccoli covered up with all that goodness. That's what I mean, right? All that goodness. You don't even miss the loaded potato under there. The broccoli is really just the vehicle for all the goodness. And let me get one a little bit bigger so I don't make a mess stirring. All right, so we need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So let's do that. All right, so 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of water. So we have our 1 tablespoon and we have our 2 tablespoons. All right, so in step 2, in a small bowl, add cornstarch and water. So let's do that. So we have cornstarch, and you can see here, this is just Walmart brand. It says great for thickening sauces and gravies. So a tablespoon is 35 calories, but it's 0 sugar. So this could be something you use. Shout out to the gravy we made yesterday. What does Marie say? Maggie, you're coming up with great healthy travel options. These hips are going to start shrinking in that driver's seat. I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, my hips need to shrink too, and the middle and everything else. But yeah, you all, haven't always struggled with weight. I used to think that healthy food was like bland and, untasteful or distasteful. But that is what my challenge is here. This is how I eat, and I accept that. I'm going to have to eat this way for life. I'm 80 down, but I got a ways to go. But thank you. Thank you, Marie. What Condemnia says, what exactly is cornstarch? Good question. When we look at the ingredients, it says cornstarch. But interesting, look at the other allergens in there. It may have a little bit of milk, egg, almond, and coconut, and soy. So you can make this without. So if you all want to omit this, this is just going to get the peaches a little bit creamier and thicker. But just like I make TLA's fried apples, speaking of TLA, shout out to TLA. When I saw this recipe, I said, okay, y'all know the first time I always do it their way. So I'm going to do it with peaches today. But if this works out well, we're going to get apples. And because I can have apples, right? And we'll pan fry those and chop them up. I think Mona's made the TLA fried apples, and we'll stuff them in and roll them in brown sugar. And yeah, that's what I do. We try it, one way, and then we add it, make it our way. So you don't have to have the cornstarch because it's just a tablespoon. All right. So if anybody knows, let Condemnia know. I don't know. But it's like this white powder that is good for sauces and gravy. So it's basically like a flour-free, because I need to stay gluten-free. So this is what we're going to make like a little slurry, a little paste with. All right. So we've got that in there, and then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of water. Stir together until it becomes a paste. All right, so let's get that. So I just have a little mini spatula, and so we just want to mix this up. For people who do like a lot of sauces and gravies, this is something. Just making sure I got my ingredients right. Kind of looks milky. Can be using talcum powder on the body. Hello, Linda with the love notes. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so I just stirred it together. I'm just looking at the bottom, making sure I got it all up, no clumps. So it's just kind of like a paste. So we're going to use this with the peaches. But yeah, you can omit this condemnia. You absolutely can. The your egg rolls will just be more peachy and less creamy. But if you don't need the creaminess, you can just do the fruit filling for sure. Y'all could do this with frozen berries, anything. All right, so now we need to get in a large pan, put in the peaches, the brown sugar, and the cornstarch mixture. All right, so how much brown sugar? It's 1/3 cup of brown sugar. So this plus brown sugar. All right, so we're going to add brown sugar. It's going to be our sugar-free brown sugar. So let me just clean as I go. So the brown sugar is going to go on the inside. Oh, yeah, on the body. It comes from corn, yeah. So different options. So if you can have grains, then you would use flour. If you can't have grains, or like I need to be gluten-free, we'll use cornstarch. Whatever works for you. All right, so we're going to go in here. So the brown sugar is going to go inside the egg rolls, and the white sugar is going to go on the outside. And again, I know this is a heaping. This is 0 calorie, made from stevia. Oh, look at Marie. She says cornstarch is antibacterial and anti-inflammatory. I did not know that. All right, so let's move our ingredients, our extra peaches, because we got to get our cooktop. Let's move our... Yeah, that's what I do here, you all. I just look at all the cooking channels and I follow everybody and I see what they're doing and I'm like, ooh, that looks incredible. But I can't have that, and I can't have that, and I can't have that. But if I substitute, maybe I can. All right, so let's get our cooktop. We'll put that here. Uh-oh, so we're gonna cook the inside of our egg rolls. All right, so let me move this so you all can see. We have our little cooktop here. Let me get a pan for you, or a little. All right, so we're using the Tasty Cookware. Link is in the description. This is a stick set, but it also works on induction, which I have to have. All right. Now we're on. All right, you can still see. All right, in a large pan, add the peaches, brown sugar, and the cornstarch meat mixture. All right, so we have the peaches. Well, let's get all of that. Y'all know we're Team Greedy. All right, Genesis, thank you so much. Enjoy the replay. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get all of this out. So these were frozen peaches that I thawed and we just cut up without the puree. All right. And the brown sugar. So again, this is our sugar-free brown sugar made from Truvia, but you can see it gives us, I don't want to make a mess, but it gives us that nice wet sand brown sugar experience, okay? If you can have regular brown sugar, have some for me. Brown sugar and the water cornstarch mixture, all right? So Condemnia, if you want to avoid the cornstarch, you could just cook those down and make a nice syrup. All right, and I want to make sure I get all of that. Yeah. Cook for 10 minutes until your mixture thickens and becomes bubbly. So let's turn this on. We're just going to stir everything. We want to make our peach pie filling. All right. So I'm going to put the top on. We'll stir it from time to time. Let me clean up as we go. We'll stir occasionally, make sure we don't get any hot spots at the bottom. It's already starting to percolate a little bit. It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Oh yeah. Especially that brown sugar, it can stick, or sugar-free sugar. So let's just spread that out evenly. Just stir it from time to time so you don't have any hot spots. Put the top back on. Having the top on it gives us that bubble of oveny goodness. All right, so in the meantime, let's read ahead so we see what else we have to do. All right, so we are here. Cook for 10 minutes until your peach mixture thickens and becomes bubbly. Remove from the heat and then add in the vanilla. So how much vanilla? Thank you, Chelsea, for the vanilla. So just a half teaspoon, okay? So we have a half teaspoon ready to go when we take this off of the heat. So you can see it's getting kind of cloudy. That's that cornstarch. Just moving it around. And then you know me, I'm going to taste it once we get it. Probably just oh, it said 10 minutes, right? Thick and bubbly. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes. All right, so we have our half teaspoon of vanilla ready to go. All right, then prepare your egg roll wrappers by adding 1 to 2 heaping tablespoons. So we're going to scoop it up in there and roll them up. Okay, until the center of the wrapper. Wet the edges and then fold in and then press to make sure they're filled. Now, this recipe is for egg roll peaches. Since we're doing the spring roll peaches, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and warm the hot water because you all remember our spring rolls are a little bit different. But we'll assemble them here so you all can see. So let me put some water in the Keurig. And I just want to stir this from time to time. You can see it starting to thicken up. Just move around those hot spots. And I just kind of try and get it in a single layer if I can, so it can percolate and bubble up for y'all. I know you like the close-ups. All right. I'm going to put some hot water in the Keurig because I need hot water for the egg roll wrappers or the spring roll wrappers. And so I'm going to get the dish and the station that I need to make these spring rolls. We have Living Out Loud, the podcast. You know, this will be great for you. She says, shucks, just in time to be late. You all are never late to my class. You can come late. You can leave early. You can multitask. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube. And for those of you all who have a sweet tooth, tonight we're making a sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free peach cobbler egg roll. And for those of you who like sweets, I'm not going to tell your business, but this could be a good substitute. So in here we have frozen peaches that we scooped out of the puree and cut up with a little bit of sugar-free brown sugar. And we're just letting these cook for 5 more minutes. I'm going to give it a taste. Put this on a pancake. Put this in some French toast. Mama. All right. We're going to need to get our... oh, Hannah's going to switch over to YouTube. Wonderful. We need to get our spring rolling station assembled. The dish that I was going to use is in there, but that's fine. Hello, Scott. Welcome. He says, first time watching you. Thank you so much for being here, Scott. Everybody say hello to Scott. All right, so I have this bowl. It's kind of like a big ramen bowl. I want something a little bit more shallow, but this will work. It smells so peachy in here. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Is that right? 4 minutes. Is that the song, y'all? Y'all know I don't know. Or was it Madonna? I got 4 minutes. Y'all know there's a song. I think it's 4 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Y'all know I'm not cool, but you know how we do. Oh, did it make our hot water? All right, so when we, everybody's saying hello, Scott. I love you all. Thank you. Oh, it's 6 minutes? Oops. Okay, I knew there were minutes in there, okay? I never said I was cool. Oh, move the bowl and the cutting board. It's 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. Hello, Aaron, Laura, as I get a facial. Oh, we're making these egg rolls. We're just warming our diced peaches. 2 more minutes. It's really kind of softened already and kind of absorbed that paste. But we'll keep going. Tastes yummy. Oh, it's 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. But y'all knew what I was talking about. I can make up my own words. You all will correct me. That's what we do here. Exactly. Chandra says you change it all the time. So let's go with 4 minutes. Y'all knew what it was. Oh, Scott. Thank you for the compliment. Marie says Maggie's remixes. Y'all, I make it up as I go. Okay? So we have hot water. We got All About the Max here. Hello, All About the Max says hello, Maggie and everyone. Sorry, I'm just tuning in. You'll watch the replay. You are fine. Y'all can come and go as needed. I will be here. I've been cooking since 1842. So it is no big deal. We're trying something that I've never made before, but it's never stopped me. Yeah, 6 minutes. We got Aaron, Laura chiming in from Canada. Y'all know what I mean. So, like I said, it's been a year now. You all know what to expect. All right. 1 more minute. Uh-oh. I'm smelling brown. I'm going to turn it down. We don't want toasty peaches. It said cook for 10 minutes. I think this is plenty. It's kind of getting a little charred. I don't know if y'all like that. Looks good to me. Greedy. All right, let's just give it at 1 more minute, then we'll turn this off. All right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. The ingredient or the recipe says cook for 10 minutes or until your peach thickens and becomes bubbly. It's really already thick and bubbly. Remove from the heat and then add in the vanilla. All right, so we got 30 seconds and then we'll add the vanilla. let's go ahead and get that ready. So it is a half teaspoon. So we're going to put some vanilla in there, then I'm going to give it a taste. It tastes good by itself. If you want to avoid the cornstarch, you could just do the peaches and see how we added sugar, but for me it was sugar-free sugar because I'm your substitute teacher. Alexa, stop. All right, so let's turn this off. Let's give it one more stir. It's got some nice coloring to it. Drizzle this on some ice cream. Nice little parfait. I don't mind a little char. I don't know about y'all. Don't want it to burn in my hand. Oh, yeah. Okay. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. Some beautiful color on it for real though. All right, we got Chelsea's vanilla, half a teaspoon. All right, and then we'll stir that in. So remove from the heat and then add the vanilla extract. So I've added the vanilla. So you see how it's kind of like, Condemnia, you were asking about the cornstarch. You see how that jelly kind of substance, that's what you get from that cornstarch. So it's like that thickener. So again, I would say it's optional if you don't want to use it, but if you've ever had like a McDonald's, is it apple pie? Then they got peach pie. Girl, they got shamrock pies. They got everything. Marketing. That's where you get kind of that stickiness from. All right. I am going to taste it. Let me get a spoon for Genesis. All right. Thanks, Scott. Caramelized peaches. I know, right? You could probably put whatever else you like in there. I'd probably put some cinnamon or nutmeg inside, but we're going to follow the recipe. Let's give it a taste. Who do we have here? Who do we have here? Who do we have here? Oh my goodness, I'm dropping the link. Everybody say hello to Miss Aisha, the one, the only, Cooking with Aisha. And y'all could tell her what we were talking about earlier with our steak and veggies. So we are making, everybody say hi, Aisha, Miss Aisha. I found a recipe for peach cobbler egg rolls, and I'm doing a sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free version. So let's taste the char. Oh my goodness. I would put some seasoning, like some spice in here. I know we're gonna do cinnamon sugar on the outside, and I'm making it their way first. I would probably put cinnamon and nutmeg inside. All right, so far, frozen peaches that we thawed, chopped, added sugar-free brown sugar, the stevia brown sugar. So the only sugar is from the peaches, cooked with a little bit of cornstarch and water, gotten this nice little filling, and then added a splash of vanilla. Look at you sharing me again. She's so generous, y'all. Let's clean up. We got company. Shh. Let's make it look like I know what I'm doing. All right. And so we have charred the peaches. I'm sure there's a proper name for that. And y'all know I don't know. Everybody's saying hello. Lily said you hit the thumbnail because it looks great and the food will look better. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Everybody's saying hello. Yes, I'm telling you, y'all, Miss Aisha has been so gracious. She went live today. I would encourage y'all to go take a look. Okay, so let's focus. So we have our filling done. I'm going to move this behind me and we're going to get our egg roll station together. So the rest of the instructions, and for anybody who's filing in, I did put the recipe in the description. She says, hi, everyone. Hello, we got Yvonne coming through. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness. Thank you all for watching on Facebook. Okay, so we've got our filling. Now, the rest of the instruction says to prepare your egg roll wraps. So if you can have flour, use your egg roll wrappers and follow these instructions. I'm going to substitute here, because I'm your substitute teacher, these Vietnamese spring roll wrappers. Okay, so if you've ever seen those clear see-through spring rolls, That's what we're gonna fill. So let's move this behind me for now. So it'll stay warm. And let me show you all how to wrap. How to wrap. I'm about to embarrass myself. My name is Maggie, and I cook. And that's all that I got. I told you. I told you I am not cool. Hello, Miss G. Turner. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. Everybody say hello. I love it. All right, so this is for those of y'all who have a sweet tooth. All right, so the Vietnamese spring roll wrappers, I shared this pack with my mom. I'll just keep the picture here so everyone can see. I shared this with my mom because, you know, she sometimes has a hard time chewing like crunchy bread kind of things. So this is a great bread substitute because it's made from rice. So this is gluten-free. So those of you all, again, when you hear gluten, think grains. So anything that comes from wheat, there's like a protein in there that some of us, I love bread, but it doesn't love me back. You like my wrap? God, Miss Aisha says we're both corny. Look, y'all can come here for many things. Cool is not one of them. I have told you. So, and the children are like, Mom, when I told them I started a YouTube channel, they were like, people want to watch you make our dinner? What did Miss Aisha say earlier today? People aren't accepted. Oh, you like my rap? Somebody's going to clip that. Focus, Maggie. Okay, so I'm going to tell you all what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it. But let me focus. Let me think. So I got a cutting board, and I've got a bowl here. So I'm going to fill this with partial. I know, the kids, it's like, really? When I told Marcus that I got 1,000, and thank you all for helping me get to 2,000, that I had 1,000 followers, he was like, did you fall and it go viral? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So I hear you, Miss Aisha. The ones you think would be on your side, no. Nope. Okay, so what are we doing? So the spring roll wrappers. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these out one at a time. So again, like Rodney says, they're kind of like wafers, right? Deck of cards. I know, Miss Aisha's laughing with me. I'm telling you. So these are the rice paper wrappers. So you can see they're like hard and crispy. But what you do is you get a bowl with hot water, and when you put them in the hot water, you will see they will like disintegrate into the pliable, bendable spring roll. Oh, we got a super sticker from Miss Luke Hazley. We have a stream sponsor. Y'all know stream sponsors go on the Struggle Stream microwave. Thank you so much. You all are always welcome to watch, like, share, subscribe, comment, be in the chat. It's always free and it helps the channel to grow. But when you go above and beyond like that, I appreciate it so much. Yes, ma'am. Miss Aisha says, where do you get these rice wrappers? I believe these either came from Kroger or Publix. And for those of you all who are going to be doing my cooking collab with Miss Aisha, Wednesdays with Maggie, I will try to make sure that I give you all the locations. Any Asian grocery store or grocery store with an Asian section. I've gotten them at Publix and Kroger. So this is our gluten-free tortilla alternative. All right, so I'm going to show you all how to use them. Just be careful because they're very sensitive to moisture. So you want to kind of keep them out of the way until you're ready to use them. She says, okay. So let me get Miss Luke Hazley on the board, and then I'm going to show you all how to wrap these up. Please check out Miss Luke Hazley. She has a YouTube channel. She teaches beginner Spanish lessons and talks about all things femininity, which is important to me as well. Okay. So we have our warm peach filling. I have hot water. So I just got some hot water from the Keurig, okay? So I'm just gonna pour enough hot water in here to submerge the wrapper. Got a little coffee grain in there sometimes from the Keurig. It's not the end of the world, but we got company, y'all. Oh, we got a battle already. Miss Marie is coming in with the $10. Thank you, Luke Hazley. But we have a new stream sponsor. I'm going to update. All right, so we have our little wafer, and we're going to put it in the hot water. And I know it's kind of hard to see because it kind of disappears. All right. Let me do one of these because I have to keep an eye on it, and then I'm going to update. So while it's in here, I'm looking at it, and it's starting to disintegrate. So once it starts getting soft like this, I'm pulling it up. See what we got? So I usually just drag it on the edge so I don't tear it, so y'all can see there. All right, then I'm going to scoop our peach filling inside here. It says 1 to 2 tablespoons. So we'll do that. And then while it's still pliable, we're going to kind of fold it like an egg roll wrapper. So we're going to go over, kind of tuck it in, and then, you know, mine aren't going to be pretty, but you kind of make them longer like that, tuck in the sides, and then roll it again. And for her recipe, she does 2 layers. So I'm going to do it again. So you see how you can get kind of that flaky, like phyllo dough. So you can see we have one here. I'm going to wet another one and roll the same thing inside 2 layers of rice paper, okay? Okay, let me update the board. Thank you so much, Marie. And again, so a healthy alternative, if you follow the recipe, it tells you to get vegetable oil and fry them. We are going to spray them with oil and air fry them, and hopefully we can get the same experience, okay? Thank you so much. The stream sponsor is the person who gives the biggest Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Facebook stars. Now we even have Buy Me a Coffee if you want to sponsor the stream, Facebook stars or Instagram gifts. All right. So let me just clean my hands and we're going to keep going. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to get one more in here. Oh, Aisha says, yes. Miss G says, I have to try this. Wonderful. All right, so let me dry my hands just so, because you all will see, it's really simple, but they're very sensitive. So this is going to be our substitute again for tortilla or for egg roll. Because if I just hold it over the hot water, you can see it's already starting to curl. Just the heat from the hot water. So what I have is I have a bowl here with hot water and I just put the whole thing in. If you can have a very shallow bowl, kind of like a pie. Thank you so much, Miss Aisha. Kind of like a pie dish, because once it gets soft and pliable, not only does it kind of disappear, but it's hard. That's why I drag it over the side, kind of like that. So I just kind of keep touching it. I know it's hard to see inside the bowl. Yeah, it's almost gone, but y'all can see how the sides are kind of curling up a little bit. So when it starts rolling like that, for me, it's done. All right. So I get it out. Okay. Lay it down. Then I'm going to put this one on the inside. So those of you all who like your little sweet tooth, then kind of turn in the side and then just keep rolling. All right. So the recipe calls for 6 of these because it's 12 wrappers. All right. So what I'm going to do, let me get an air fryer tray with parchment paper. Uh-oh, you can't hear me? Can you all hear? I know sometimes I struggle stream. Oh, okay. All right. So I am going to air fry instead of deep fry. So before I make any more of these, because I've got my warm filling here, our peaches are already done. And like Miss Aisha said, don't leave the kitchen. When you're doing the spring roll wrappers, these rice paper wrappers, you have to be mindful of your hot water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer these 6 onto parchment paper. So let me get parchment paper first. Okay, thank you. Oh, wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Y'all know I struggle. All right. So parchment paper, a kitchen staple. I know I opened it like a savage, forgive me. Parchment paper has been treated with silicone, so it keeps it from sticking. So this is a great tool, especially when you're baking. So I'm gonna take some out. You can get it this color, which is unbleached, or you can get it the white color, which kind of looks like wax paper, but it is not wax paper. Wax paper will smoke under high heat, so parchment paper is different. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of put it on here and tear like we used to do paper back in the school days. Do the kids even use paper anymore? Okay, so now I have parchment paper on this. However, because it came off the roll, this could happen a lot. So a little hack. Miss Aisha has parchment paper, wonderful. You could probably do it on foil too. Okay, so a little hack, let's watch our little egg roll. A little hack to keep your parchment paper from rolling up on itself is take your oil of choice. Y'all know I'm using my coconut oil spray, and you want to spray the tray and then press the parchment paper onto it. It kind of acts like a glue. This is one of those little pumpers that turns regular oil into sprayable oil. Sorry. So we're just going to spray. It could be Pam. It could be whatever you have. They're actually peach cobbler egg rolls, but I'm using rice paper instead of egg roll paper because I need to be gluten-free. But if you follow the instructions and the recipe is linked in the description, she's using egg roll paper. So then all you have to do now is put your parchment paper on and just kind of press, and you see how it kind of acts like a glue. That way it doesn't roll up on you. So that's a little hack. And then you can spray the top if you need to. I will, optional. And then we're gonna put our little rice paper egg roll on here, okay? So we have 1, we got 5 more to go. Now, I'll just move this, put that over here. Now here's the thing with these. All right, the water's still kind of warm. When your water starts to cool off, you'll want to refresh your hot water so that your rice paper will get warm and pliable for you. Oh, y'all like the sound of the parchment paper? And hello, Katie Ann. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Aisha says it's a great hack. Yes, ma'am. So let's go in here with 1 more. I need to do this 5 more times, okay? So we're gonna go into the warm paper and just kind of submerge it. And I wait to see when the sides start to curl up. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I love. You know, we never have mastered our craft. And y'all know Miss Aisha, she's incredible. She cooks all the time. I've been watching her for years, and I'm just so grateful that she shares her audience with me. But we can always learn and get better. So sometimes I'll put my hand in there just to kind of touch it. If it still kind of feels a little stiff, like the wafer, then it just needs a little bit more time. But you see how the side's starting to curl? That is my cue. Get in there gently because it will tear, and I just kind of drag it along the side. All right. Then 1 to 2 tablespoons of our peach filling. We have this charred peach filling, which is just peaches, a little sugar-free brown sugar and cornstarch. All right, got a little mess. And then roll it like an egg roll. You can start from any side. You just want to go over, kind of tuck it in. And if you kind of squeeze it out a little bit, then you have a little bit more of an egg roll shape. Sometimes mine look like little balls. And then go in from the side and then just keep rolling. And you want to do that while it's soft. You know what? I should have put another one in there. What does Miss Aisha say? Yes, I'm always learning too. Oh, thank you. She says, I'm a great teacher. Y'all. All right, let's put that in there. I think after this one, I'm going to pour this water out and put some more hot water in. That's what you do. But you can, so we're making a sweet spring roll. I've done these, like Miss Aisha like if you have your little crab cake filling or shrimp and cabbage, whatever you would put into like a little egg roll. Let me keep an eye on this when it curls up. Whatever you would put into an egg roll, you could do veggies, only veggies, and then have like your soy sauce or whatever. Sharing your channel. More people need to see you. Okay, we're curling up. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm just so grateful. So grateful. I want to make y'all proud. All right, so let's put one more down. I should have moved this out of the way. You can do it with just one, but in her recipe, she says do it with two, just so when you fry these, which we're not going to fry, the filling doesn't come out. But we'll take a look at these rice paper wrappers. All right. So you see what we have, and it's nice because you can kind of see through. So you see the texture after you warm it up. Hello, Fast Food Diaries. Thank you for being here. All right, so we've got two. We're going to make 6. They're not perfect, but we're just going to tuck them under. All right, so we have 2 peach-filled spring rolls. So 3 wrappers is 60 calories, and it's 0 added sugar. So like Miss Aisha said today, I make sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free recipes of your favorite foods, okay? So I'm gonna pour this out and get some fresh hot water, because once it starts to cool, it'll take a little bit longer. Oh, Miss Aisha, you want to try the rice paper? Yes, if you like Asian, you like your egg foo young. I know you like Asian cuisine. Let's pour this in. Got a little coffee. All right. So let's just keep going. Put in our, and I'm going to go ahead and run some more hot water. I just get it out of the Keurig. So let me refill this. But I would love to hear, like, what would you all put inside your egg rolls? We'll keep this here so y'all can see our progress. This here. Thank you, Katie Ann. I appreciate you. Thank you all. But yeah, I mean, I got this repetitive process here, so I would love to know what you all would put. I'll keep this here so everyone can see. Inside, oh, it's curling up. All right, let's get it out. And if it crumbles up on you, just gently kind of pull it. I know it's very hard to see. But I'm trying this with peach because this was a peach cobbler egg roll. But we could do apple. You could do berries. Just warm them up with a little bit of sugar-free sugar is what I'm using. All right, so it comes on in a little ball. So I'm just going to kind of go around first, and I'm kind of pinching it back towards me to kind of lengthen it. All right, so we have kind of the egg roll experience. Then come in on the side, and then just continue to roll. All right, so this is vegetarian. Ooh, thank you so much. All right, I got some fresh hot water. I know Miss Aisha says I'm slow, so I gotta get on it. All right. Got some fresh hot water. The hotter your water, the less time you need to soak them. Literally, you'll see with this hot steamy water, I'll show y'all. That's why you want to keep them off to the side. Even just holding it up over the steam, watch how it starts to curl on its own. Okay? So they're very sensitive to heat. All right, in the hot water, we're gonna double this one up. Living out loud, you're gonna put rice paper on the grocery list. What does Miss Aisha say? You're doing a great job, Maggie, as always. You have to hop, but text me a pic when you're done. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for sharing my channel. Y'all, all right, so grateful. All right. And she's made me, oh, I forgot to share this, y'all. She made me a moderator on her weight loss page. I should have put this over there. I'll post the replay. All right, so we're just doubling it up. I'm going to move it back so y'all can see. Careful lifting them. All right, because it will stick on itself. All right, so the recipe says do 2, so I'm doing 2. I should have thinned that one out better. All right, so let's keep going. I've never had a sweet egg roll either. I saw this and I was like, is that a thing? Peach cobbler egg roll? All right, y'all, we're halfway done. I may just go ahead and put this on the weight loss page while I'm thinking about it right now. She told me to post my healthy recipes on her weight loss page. Yeek! I just get excited and start coming in here. 1 second, y'all. But yes, I saw Fast Food Diary says you would put avocado in here. All right, it's already curled up. This could be something, you know, you could have the kids to help with, or, you know, have a little assembly line. It's just me. So try and get our circle. But you could absolutely have the family help out with this. So you just roll and go. So go over once. Bring in your sides. All right, so we got one. Let's do one more. Ooh, what are y'all saying? Sprinkle with powdered sugar? Yes. So we're going to do cinnamon sugar on the outside. So on the inside is, look at all this stuff I have saved, y'all. Banana boats, parfaits, just all this stuff. So on the inside is the peaches and free sugar and cornstarch. All right, it's almost curled up. Let me go to the weight loss group and post this. But yeah, Miss Aisha has multiple pages. Okay, it's curling up on me. Uh-oh, it's hard to get up. So we're doubling them up. I'm sure they would work fine with a single layer. That's what I'll do. I'll do a single layer because I don't want to keep y'all on here. I feel bad. The reason why the instructions say to do a double layer is because they deep fry theirs and I'm going to air fry mine. So, or what do y'all say? Keep doing double. We got 2 more. Do y'all want to see one with the single layer or you want to keep doing the double layers? Let's see. All right, just keeping an eye on that. It's softening up and there comes the curl. Oh yeah, this one's torn. So we'll have to do a double. Sure. Just want to be careful with them so you don't tear them while they're crispy, because then you have like that little piece, but that's okay. The double layer will. Greedy. It's just me though. All right. Because when you're going to deep fry, Erin Laura says try both. Okay, so this will be the last double, and then we'll do one more, and we'll do it with a single layer so you all can see. All right, let me go over to the weight loss group. Well, that's all right. Join me live for peach cobbler egg rolls. When you see SF, that means sugar-free. Oh, here I come. When you see DF, that means dairy-free. I used to type it all out. And when you see GF, that means gluten-free. And you all, that's just how I eat. But if you can have the sugar, but you just can't have the dairy, use cow dairy. If, but regular sugar. All right, so we got a whole one. If you can do gluten, but you just need to watch out for milk products, you can do all of them. You can do some of them. I just like to give you all substitutes. Okay, so this is our last double up. And then we're going to do one for Erin Laura, just a one layer, and see how they come out. Do a single. Okay. Single to be budget conscious. Okay. So we have one. All right. So let me get fresh hot water. So just hot water. All right. So you want to get it as hot as possible. All right. And we're going to put one wafer in there, and it'll curl up on you immediately. So what I'm looking for, I know it's hard to tell, but you'll see, I'll just hold it here. So you see the little wafer in there, you'll start to see the sides kind of curling up. That's when I get it, okay? Because it'll roll into itself, and then you can't unroll it. All right, so I just kind of stretch it out and literally like drag it on the side and onto the cutting board, okay? Then we have our filling. For us, it's peaches. This could be TLA fried apples. Put that in the middle. Little scoop, 2 tablespoons, all right? So then pick up one side, go over with one little flap, and then I just kind of squeeze it out to make it more rectangular than a little ball, and then come in on the side, come in on the side, and then just roll, and you're done. All right, and you can kind of shape it as long as it's wet. So we have our, oh, we got Wilbert in the house. It's sugar-free. Okay, thank you, Wilbert, for being here. Y'all know Wilbert's gonna start a music channel. All right, so this is going to be our sugar-free. All right, so y'all can, our single layer. So we have 2, we have 5 that are double layers, and y'all can see they're kind of sticky, but it's rice paper. Okay, let's go back to the recipe because we need to, let's see what's left. I think I know, but I want to get it right. And I have extra peach filling, but you all see the process. Okay, let's get the tablet. Oh. All right, so let me go back to the recipe. Sorry, y'all. All right, so let me go to my saved folder. Marie says, uh-oh, Wilbert's here. Y'all know Wilbert is always watching. All right, let me go to my saved recipes. This is again from Jersey Girl Cooks, and I saw her peach cobbler egg rolls, and I wanted to see if we could make a healthy version of this. All right. Oh. So peach cobbler egg rolls from Jersey Girl. That's the egg roll wrapper version. All right. We did everything. Let's get to the end. Oh, so we were on step 2. Repeat until all, uh-oh, did it lock up? Y'all know I struggle. Here I come. All right. It says repeat until all, let's see when it, oh, it's coming back. Struggle streaming. Repeat until all 6 egg rolls are made, and we have our 6 egg rolls. In a small bowl, mix together the sugar and the cinnamon until well combined. All right, so that's what we're going to do now. So if you can have sugar, have some for me. If you're doing the diabetic friendly version, if you're doing the diabetic friendly version, I see it's lagging. Hopefully it gets together. This is the stevia granulated. So this is our sugar-free sugar. So let's see how much we need. Jump, jump, jump to it. Sorry, y'all. I tell you, these web pages, it's like, just give me the recipe. All right. Half a cup of sugar. Half a cup of sugar on top of everything else. And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. All right. So let's move these for now. Let's get a little bowl for our cinnamon sugar. All right. So this is a half cup measure. You all can see, all right, it's gotten back together. Imagine if that were regular sugar. Bite-sized peach pies, absolutely. All right. So again, for our low carb, diabetic friendly option, we're using stevia, but you can see this is, granulated. Maybe it's kind of hard to see. All right. Woo! Woo! Giving us the sugar-free sugar. There's lots of substitutes. Fast Food Diaries is laughing. But this is our stevia granulated. You can substitute this 1-for-1 for sugar, and it's 0 calorie. Okay, so that's what we're using. And then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, so we have our teaspoon. And this is just regular cinnamon for me across the top. That's how you make cinnamon sugar. You just got to stir it up. Lil darling. I know you didn't ask for that. I know. I get excited. So we have a chopstick since these are egg rolls. So we have cinnamon and we have sugar-free sugar. That's how you make cinnamon sugar. So the recipe says, in a small bowl, mix together the granulated sugar and cinnamon, well combined, set aside. Oh yeah, who wants to jump in there? Of course, you can buy cinnamon sugar in the spice rack as well, but you can make your own. And if you like it even more cinnamony, do extra cinnamon. I probably would. If this weren't the healthy version, y'all would be in trouble. I know, right? All right. Now, step 5 says heat vegetable oil. We're not doing that. We're not doing the frying pan. Fry for 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. On step 5, it says to fry them. We're going to skip step 5 and then toss the egg rolls in melted butter and cinnamon sugar and serve warm. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Do I want to brush them with oil or do I want to brush them with melted butter? I think I want to do melted butter. What do y'all say? Yeah, let's fry them because we're going to brush them with butter. All right, so we're going to use our MCT oil or coconut oil or olive oil or whatever oil you can have. And I'm just going to spray these. We're going to air fry them instead of deep fry. So I am just spraying them. The oil from the spray plus the high heat is going to give you the crispiness. All right, so we got them all greased up. Marie, I know, right? Butter! So we're gonna crisp them and then we're gonna drench them. All right, so going in the air fryer. So I just put them on the French fry setting, which is 400. We'll keep an eye on them. Fry for 3 to 4 minutes because there's nothing raw in there. So just a few minutes just to crisp them up. I've never made this before, so we'll see how they come out. Hopefully they're pretty because Miss Aisha wants to see them. Butter and cinnamon toast. butter and cinnamon on toast was how you made dessert? Absolutely. We make it how we have to, right? All right, so let's get our butter ready. I start making a mess because I get excited and get greedy. 2 tablespoons melted butter. I feel like I want more than that, but okay, let's get 2 tablespoons. So I have this dairy-free butter. If you can have regular butter, have some for me. But we're gonna cut 2 tablespoons of this Earth Balance and we'll melt it down. All right, so we have 2 tablespoons. All right, so I'm gonna put this in my gravy boat. Sunday, Marie says Sunday is the only day my boat counts. 6 days a week you're driving, you can only listen. Absolutely. I know y'all have a lot going on. Thank you for being here. Just come through when you can. All right, so I'm just going to put this in our little Aladdin gravy boat, the 2 tablespoons. I feel like I want more. And we'll melt it in the microwave. So I'll put it in the microwave, but I won't melt it until we're ready to brush them on. So we're gonna do, oh, I got an idea. All right, let's get this ready. We'll keep an eye on those. Let's clean up. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. All right. Let's clean this up, put our ingredients away. Let's get a Ziploc bag. I hear hooves. Y'all already know they always show up when they can smell stuff. We'll get a plate. So we'll give it 1 more minute and then we'll test them for crispiness. They look really good. Thank you, Tracy. All right. Remove from the oil and set on a plate lined with paper towel to drain. So since we didn't deep fry ours, I don't think we need to drain. Just thinking about how we can do this. I think I'm going to use a wire rack. Okay, it's been a few minutes. All right, so I'm going to, oh, did I taste it with the vanilla? I don't know if I did. Ooh. All right, I want to give it a few more minutes. They're still a little bit soft here, but they're warm. All right, we're going to keep going. Oh, sorry, Wilbert. We'll call you Bert Tones. Ah! Let's keep going. I think I'll turn them over. Now, let me crisp them a little bit more. I want a nice crisp on top. All right. Y'all know the air fryer is just an oven with a fan. So it blows the hot air around the food. So that's how you get the crispiness. We got 10 Plus Sounds in the house. Y'all know him and love him. Check him out. He has made all of our artwork, including my beautiful collab with Miss Aisha and another one, and just all the stuff that you all see. He is just incredible to work with, and I'm so grateful. Hello, 10 Plus Sounds. Okay, so let's think about this. We still got a few more minutes to cook. I think what I'm going to do when they come out, I'm going to line this with I'm going to line this with foil And I'm going to put them on this rack, and I'm just going to brush them with the melted butter and drizzle them with the cinnamon sugar. Getting our drizzle station ready. I don't know. I mean, if you fry them, they should be like crispy, but I honestly don't mind them a little chewy. All right, the one with the little bowls, we'll put that on the bottom. This one we'll put on the top. We have our butter. We'll get a brush ready when we're ready to brush that on. Give it another check. Oh man, these are good. You could have, ooh, I do have whipped cream. Whipped cream, ice cream. Oh mama. It says toss them in the melted butter and cinnamon sugar and serve warm. All right, so we're starting to get a little browning. So remember, this is the one that we did just one of. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna turn them over. I can see the one that we did one of. It's like literally clear. The other ones have a little bit more. Whew. Let me turn them over. And we'll do just like 2 or 3 more minutes. Marie asked if the recipe, the cookbook is going to have the nutrition breakdown. Yes, because Miss Strong showed me some software that automatically calculates it. All right, you all can see what we have here. See, I didn't fold it all the way in, but this is kind of sturdy. I'm just going to turn it over. Uh-oh, it's stuck. Just so we can get, I wonder if I should put them on the, we'll see. Just turning them over. But anyway, I was going to say, Miss Strong, the software that she uses, once you put the ingredients, it calculates. Just careful they don't touch, because you see they'll stick together. All right. They look at me. Thank you, Kia. All right. So we'll do like 3 more minutes on this side, and then we'll brush them with butter and dust them with the cinnamon sugar. I'm debating. I put them in parchment paper. I'm wondering if I should have put them on the wire rack. All right, so let's get a brush. Lily says it looks great. Y'all, they're going to be lava hot. I'm so excited. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. All right. But yeah. Oh, let me give you all the commercial as we're winding down, because we're really done once these come out. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Miss Aisha, for coming through and sharing my channel. I'm so, so grateful. We're going to try and see how these egg rolls come out. And, you know, I owe her a picture. So fingers crossed they come out looking yummy. But I do stream for you every day, usually cooking. Hello, Jarom. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Turner everybody wants to see how they come out. Okay, yes, absolutely. We'll give it like 2 more minutes. Now, because we're not frying them and it's not flour, they're not going to be like brown, but look, at this point, they're going to be all right. So I do stream for you every day. I am Maggie, the Substitute Teacher, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. But I'm usually cooking sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free recipes or versions of your favorite recipes. So please subscribe and follow if you like what I'm doing. If you know anybody who needs dairy-free or gluten-free or diabetic-friendly recipes, you may get some inspiration here. I am not a doctor, but I used to be pre-diabetic. I used to have elevated cholesterol and I used to have borderline blood pressure. All of that is normal now with no medication because I've completely changed the way that I eat and snack. Brittany says, put ice cream on them. Oh, I wish, my dear. I don't have any ice cream. I'm going to do a little bit of whipped cream, though. I'll give you that experience. And while we're thinking about it, of course, I have a dairy-free whipped cream. So if you can have milk, use your regular Ready Whip. But Ready Whip does make coconut milk and almond milk whipped cream. So we'll get the whipped cream experience without the dairy. All right. So we're going to put them here. And I'm trying to think of a nice presentation for Miss Aisha. Put a little cinnamon on the whipped cream. Let me start moving everything for our pictures. All right, let's go ahead and melt our butter. All right, so I'm turning them off. Again, this was just to heat them and seal them. There's nothing raw inside there, okay? All right, so let me focus. So what we're going to do, this will be for the plating. All right, so we're going to get them out and carefully transfer them here. Oh, y'all, they have bubbled up and they're sizzling. You hear that? Okay. You're moving all around. All right, this is the one with the one. Ooh, it is like bursting at the seams. I'll hold it up so y'all can see. Let me separate these. Rice wrappers are sticky. That charred peach inside there. All right. Okay. I know, I'm skipping y'all. Wait, the taste test. Okay, hot butter. All right, so it didn't melt all the way, but I'm gonna go ahead and brush it on anyway. So let's stir. It says roll around in the hot butter, but I'm just gonna, and I'm just brush. We're gonna do both sides. We wanna get it in there. All right. So we got a nice little butter bath going on. I know, lava hot. Oh yeah, we're taking lots of pictures. All right, and then our cinnamon sugar, and you see I have them on a tray here, so they'll drip through. And it's sugar-free sugar. We're gonna do the other side. Oh my God, y'all, they smell good. All right, so let's turn these. I think rolling around in there would be better. All right. Another butter bath. And then cinnamon sugar. Again, this is 0-calorie sugar from stevia. So I'll shake these off, but I want to get them. You like the butter bath? Let's see that. Now the one that we just did the one layer, I'll show you all. Let me clean my hands. Miss G. All right, y'all. So let's move this. So we got them all buttered up, sugared up, sugar-free sugar. Kia says, oh my goodness. Miss G says, my mouth is watering. All right. So this one that had just the one, you can see it's kind of like, almost like it's ready to burst, but it is okay. Y'all see that? All right. So I'm going to put this in the middle, make a nice presentation for Miss Aisha. We'll just put the rest of the cinnamon sugar in there. Why? I don't know. We're going to put some whipped cream on there. Let me arrange them. So this is what we have. We'll take pictures. Mr. B says that's good eating. Jurgen is giving me the thumbs up. All right. So let's see if we can make. Y'all, they're just like, oh my God. This is the one with the one. I'll eat this one first. All right. It's not perfect. Could put some berries around there. The sticky ones are the best. Take some kitchen snacks. Okay. Woo! I want to get a spoon. Oh my God. Okay. Then we'll do, you could do a little, I feel like I just need a little color. Oh, you know what? I was going to put some other fruit, but since it's peach, just since Miss Aisha said, give me a picture, give me a beat. You like the presentation? Oh, thank you. We're just going to take people like to know what they're eating. Erin Laura's giving me the hand claps. Thank you, sweetheart. And y'all, I'm letting them cool too, because you know they are lava hot. All right. So just put a little something on the side. I touched one. Thank you. All right. Then who wanted the ice cream? I can't remember. Oh, Brittany wanted ice cream. I'm going to get you whipped cream. All right. So let's clean. All right. So this is what we have so far. We're going to put whipped cream in the middle. All right. And I'm vamping for time. So we're going to go in with the non-dairy whipped cream on top of the cinnamon sugar. Oh, yeah. Hold up. I don't want it to blast everywhere. Gotta shake it up well. All right. All right. So we have a little whipped cream, and I'm just gonna dust. You know, I could have dusted the whole plate. I think I will. A little cinnamon, just as a garnish. Salivating. The plate is celebrating. All right, let's take a picture. It's gotta be good for Miss Aisha, right? All right. That little dusting of cinnamon was optional. Let me just clean the counter. The occasionally salivating. All right, let's take a picture, and then now I'm ready to taste. I had to give it a minute, y'all know. Oh my goodness, y'all. Shucky ducks. Oh. Oh my God. All right, Let me take, I always take one from multiples, just from different angles and with the flash. Let me try and get, all right. And then we'll take, let me do a quick little video. Oh, it's fine. All right, so tonight we made the Jersey Girl peach cobbler egg rolls, but we used rice paper with stevia for sugar. We have chopped up peaches inside with cinnamon and non-dairy whipped cream. Enjoy. Looks good. Thank you, Lisa. You're not late. All right, y'all. I'm going in. The one that had the one layer. So it's kind of crispy, but it's kind of chewy. I'm gonna try it first by itself. Oh my God. Mama! Oh! It's falling apart. Hold up! Get that non-dairy. Oh, y'all! A sweet bomb of peach. Honestly, the coconut whipped cream goes great with it because it kind of cools it down. It's a good pick. Thank you. For research purposes, we need to try the one that had 2 layers. Marie says, you're chewing with me? Let's get some more of that. Let's get in there and get a little bit more of that sugar-free sugar. I don't know where to go first. Miss G's looking for the rice paper. Gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, except for the natural sugar in the pear. I mean, what it could be pear, it could be apple. Two is enough. Erica says, go back and go. Y'all, when I tell you, and I'm going in for a little bit more sugar-free sugar. Okay, I know I'm being greedy. Alex, you want to taste? He doesn't really eat sweets though. So good. Could be ice cream. Last bite, I promise. I got to get ready for Mastermind. Y'all, this is so good. When I tell you, and I'm only double dipping because it's me. Y'all can make this dessert. Coconut milk whipped cream, Ready Whip, Walmart, Publix. They have a coconut milk version. If you can't have coconut, they have an almond milk version. Whew. Thank you. Erica says I'm converting her. Carmen, good night. Yes, everyone, I got to get ready for Mastermind. I took my time with this. We turned this peach cobbler egg roll into a sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free treat using rice paper instead of egg roll paper, 0-calorie sugar, and dairy-free whipped cream. So thank you all so much. Thank you for helping me to monetize my passion for food. If you're interested in monetizing your passion, I do have a course. Link is in the description. It's $50. You have lifetime access. I walk you through how I got monetized so quickly. It took me 4 months. Average time is a year. You can preview it for free. And I've gotten really good feedback that it's excellent for beginners. I'm about to have the itis. Mr. B says, stomp, Maggie, stomp. I want to stomp and shout. Whew. It is so good, y'all. If you like sweets, you will like this. Honestly, I will do this again, but I'll probably put apple or a less sweet fruit inside. The peach is great, but it is like really, really sweet. Marie says this is a winner. Lisa says, yes, thank you all for 2,000 subscribers. So this could be a great date night meal, or get the family to help you, especially in the rolling part. You know, somebody fill it, somebody soak, somebody, you know, do all of that. You all can make this, and then you can air fry them and drizzle them in some butter and cinnamon sugar. Or honestly, you don't really need the stuff on the outside. The peaches inside are so sweet. And this is rice paper, so no flour, so gluten-free. All right, you all, that's everything. Yes, good night. She said, this is a great alternative. I'm so happy. You're welcome. Oh, what does Mr. Brandon say? I wish I could eat this. Peaches wreck your stomach. Okay, Brandon, what can you have? You all can make this with pear. You could make this with apple. You could make this with berries. You could make it with banana. Take any fruit that you like, cut it up small, warm it in a pan with a little bit of cornstarch, or honestly, you can skip the cornstarch and just fill your wrappers and go. So this was a peach cobbler, shout out to the South, but we'll try it with apples. Or Brandon, let me know what kind of fruit you like, and I'll make a version just for you. All right, everybody, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me on Facebook. I will be back tomorrow. What am I cooking? I don't know. Oh, I do know. We're going to do roasted veggies tomorrow because I want to get 3 options together for Miss Aisha's cooking class on Wednesday. So we're going to do cauliflower, Parmesan crusted cauliflower, loaded broccoli, and cinnamon sugar butternut squash to pair with our steak for Wednesday. You're welcome, Mr. B. But yeah, subscribe, turn on your notifications. You will know when I post, and we'll do this all again tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Instagram class is dismissed. Thank you so much for being here. Whew, this was fun. Template. Oh, Brandon can have it with apples. We'll do it for apple. We'll do it with apples for you, sir. Absolutely. Thank you all so much. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Class is dismissed.